at 5:30 yesterday, I attended the Camarillo Ranch Foundation meeting. Two things to note is about a month and a half ago, maybe even longer, that this council had approved changes to amending the bylaws from ex officio to city liaison. So I just want to give you an update on that. They did a first reading, not this last one, not the one that was held last night, but the month prior. They attempted to hold a second reading and vote on the bylaw changes, but somehow inadvertently handed out to the entire board the incorrect language. And so they chose to delay the voting on any changes to the bylaws. So we anticipate, and I forwarded them the proper language. I've since talked to the city clerk as well to confirm, make sure they have the proper language, and possibly the next council, and at their next board meeting, they would vote in regards to changes on those bylaws and the language. They did vote, as was mentioned in public comment today, they did vote to close Tuesdays. They had asked the question. I honestly didn't have the answer. I don't know if either Charlotte or I had the answer as to whether or not they either needed city approval or permission to close the property on Tuesday. Right now, they say they're open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And by close, they mean literally lock the gates. And people could clearly go around the gates or jump over the gates or whatnot, but they intend to lock the gates. They still anticipate having some staff on site, but the staff would be essentially locked in their office and doing administrative and clerical duties, and to be left alone by the public. So I don't know. I guess that's a question to council. I don't know if they needed permission or not. Either way, they took action. They voted to close.
Sean, I think we need to make sure they understand this is a temporary thing.
This is a temporary thing through August.
And it's because they are so low in staff.
Correct.
With, 3 part-timers or timers in there?
2 full-time and 2 part-time, I think is what.
But 2 of the part-time didn't work in the office.
True.
So they just have the 2 employees.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that they weren't out of bounds and that they were asking the question. I couldn't provide an answer.
Yeah, I'll check the bylaws and the operating agreement and let you know.
I did not answer them yesterday because I was given to understand on the first time I tried to talk to them that I wasn't to talk until I was spoken to, and they didn't ask me that question.
Okay.